Is this what you think a business plan looks like? When what you've got looks more like this? Are you like other entrepreneurs and small business owners who are afraid of tackling a business plan? Maybe you think that putting things on paper is going to keep you from being creative and in the moment. At the Massachusetts Small Business Development Center, we hear from many entrepreneurs only when the bank or lender they've approached asks to see a business plan. In fact, we get a lot of referrals from these lenders, especially as the pandemic has disrupted things we all used to take for granted. But here's some news. We hear from smart entrepreneurs and small business owners, the ones who really want to do it right, well before they need to do it. I want to take a moment to define a business plan, probably a little differently than you might have imagined it in the past. A business plan is a short story that uses words and numbers to persuade someone to do something related to a business. First and foremost, a good business plan should persuade you, using facts and not just your gut, that your business can work and that it's something you want to and are qualified to do. Second, it should keep you focused on your vision without the shiny object, or we could do this, oh wow, look at that, kind of distractions. You got to stay focused. Third, and this is what triggers most people to consider making a plan, it should be compelling enough to persuade other people, banks and lenders, to put their money on the line to support your business. To do this, most business plans have two parts, as a written narrative followed by financial projections. Most lenders want to see 2 years of monthly profit and loss projections, and even if you don't need any outside funds, this is a really good way to get a sense of how your business is going to do based on your smart assumptions of sales and expenses. Maybe you're like a lot of entrepreneurs and are worried most about the projections because math. But ironically, most people get caught up in the written part, even though they think that's going to be the easiest. The written narrative is where you define your business or business idea. What exactly do you do? What products or services do you sell? Who do you sell them to? What do we actually know about these people anyway? And I mean know, not just assume. How many of them are there? Where are they? What do they listen to when they make decisions on the things you'll be selling? And what are they doing now instead of buying your products and services? Are they happy doing that? Or are they actually looking for something better? And how do you know that? Sure, that sounds like a lot, but Google is your friend. And so are we. We can help advise you on how to find and interpret the information that you'll need to know. Remember that I said a business plan is a short story earlier. Many of the narrative parts of the plans we've worked on with people like you are really short, sometimes 10 pages or less. And those plans have been successful in helping people launch and fund their businesses. You're not writing an encyclopedia. The second part of the plan, the financial projections, is actually a lot easier to get a handle on once you've taken the time to really define your business, what it is and what it isn't. So first we'll look at what it'll take to open the doors, startup expenses, one-time expenses, things you need to spend only once. Maybe that's buying a building or putting a sign up or building a website. Really, it's whatever has to happen before you can open. After that, we look at operating expenses, things like rent and payroll and utilities and insurance and advertising and loan payments and other things that you need to pay every month just to keep the doors open. Most of those are actually pretty easy to figure out. And then we make some sales projections. How many things or service engagements are you selling every month? And how much does each of them sell for? That's income. Sometimes there's a direct cost for selling something. For example, if you're selling a bottle of soda for $1.50, it might cost you 50 cents to buy it. That 50 cents is called the cost of goods sold. You do a little bit of math and you can see that you make a dollar on each bottle that you sell. So we total up all the soda that you sell each month, subtract what it cost you to buy the soda, and those are monthly gross profits. You subtract the monthly operating expenses from monthly gross profits, and we end up with what's called net profit, and that's how much you get to actually put in the bank. We project forward for each month, usually for 2 years, and it's actually pretty easy. Even though it sounds like it's a lot of math, we can thank the God of spreadsheets for making it possible for people like me to add and subtract easily. But here's the power of a business plan. When you look at the projections, you may see that in a certain month, your projected income is less than your projected expenses. In other words, you're losing money that month. Knowing that, you can plan ahead, finding ways of cutting expenses or thinking of ways to increase revenue that month. You can also begin to explore multiple revenue streams, maybe focusing on online sales and online services, things that are going to help you succeed through whatever this or future pandemics bring. If people can't come to your business, you may need to bring the business to them. And you can't assume that things won't be disrupted. But you can plan for disruption and be ready for it if it comes. To sum all this up, you need a business plan to prove to yourself that your business can work, to help you manage your business better, and to prove to other people that your business is worth funding. There are different ways of approaching writing a business plan, and the MSBDC can help you do that in a way that's right for you and for your lender. And remember that working with us is always free. It's always conflict of interest free. If you need an accountant, we're going to give you a list. We're not going to tell you to talk to my Uncle Lou. And we're always confidential with your information. So just reach out to us to set up that first meeting. You'll be on your way towards making your dream real. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.